Should you buy now or wait? That is the question that is on a lot of people's mind as we are entering the spring 2023 housing market. So today I'm going to go over the pros and the cons of either waiting to see what the economy and market does or purchasing a home now. First, let's talk about the cons because let's face it, that's why you all are here, and those are the most obvious. Number one is that prices are coming down, and the fear is that if you buy now and the prices continue to go down, are you going to lose value in the home that you just purchased? So if we take a look at this price housing chart, we'll see that we peaked last year during April of May of 2022 at about 425,000, and then in December we went all the way down to 370,000, and now as of early 2023 we are back up at 390,000. And the number one question we're getting is, are the prices going to continue to go down? And honestly, nobody knows the answer to that. But if you are buying a house now in this market or any market, that is the question you're always going to have to ask yourself. The second con is that interest rates are high. They're actually much higher than they were at several points of last year and especially the year before. If we take a look at this chart here, we'll see that we hit the peak last year in October, November around just over 7%. And then if we look even previous before, that's when we were in the low 2s and 3%. So why does this matter? It matters because interest rates affect your monthly mortgage payment more than pricing does. For example, if you were to purchase a home when the interest rates were lower, let's say you bought at the peak price of $410,000 with 10% down and a 3.45 interest rate, which was pretty common then, your monthly payment would be about $1,646. Now, if you were to buy a home today at the lower price of $390,000 with a 6.15 interest rate, your monthly payment would be $2,138, which is almost a $500 difference in your monthly mortgage payment. Please keep in mind, neither one of these mortgage payments include property taxes or other fees. So it is great to see that prices have come down, but in terms of affordability, it's still not looking that great. If we take a look at this affordability index chart from the HAR, you'll see that the Cypress and Katy area has an affordability index of about 24%, meaning that 24% of homes sold in quarter 3 were only affordable to a family making over $126,000 a year. And in a normal affordability index, that rate should be more around 60 to 75%. Now do keep in mind this is from quarter 3 and before. We don't have the data for quarter 4 yet, but I'm certain that it's probably going to be somewhere around the same. So those are definitely some cons to purchasing a home right now. And if you're going to continue to wait for prices to go down, then will rates continue to go up? And if you wait for rates to go down, will prices go back up because of the competition with lower mortgage rates? No one has a crystal ball, and if you're waiting to hit rock bottom, you may not know that you are already in rock bottom until rock bottom has already passed. That being said, let's jump into the pros of buying a house right now. Pro number one is that there is less competition on the buyer's side right now. And what does that mean? It means that you are not going to have to do crazy things in order to purchase a home, like waive appraisals or waive inspections or ask hundreds of thousands over the asking price, which was what a lot of buyers had to do last year. In a balanced market, the inventory sits at about a 6-month supply. Currently, we're at about a 3-month supply worth of inventory, but if we look at this time last year, we were at our lowest point. So there are a lot more options for buyers to choose from as they're entering the market now. Pro number two is that rates are lower, and I know I just got done saying how rates are much higher than they were at certain points of last year, but actually right now we're sitting at the lowest mortgage rate we've seen since September of last year when we hit the peak at around 7.08%. Currently mortgage rates are sitting at about 6.15%. So will this continue? Again, I don't know, but it has been pretty awesome to see a little bit of break in the mortgage rates and making things slightly more affordable for people. And although 6.15 doesn't seem that low, especially compared to the last couple of years, if we look at the average long-term mortgage rate of 7.75%, it is still much lower than that. Another pro of buying a house right now is that the pricing has softened, and I know that we already looked at this chart earlier, but prices have come down almost 9% since the peak of last year, which is awesome for buyers and something that you may want to take advantage of. The final pro I have is that sellers are willing to be a lot more negotiable than than they have been in the last few years. If we take a look at this chart of the original list price versus the final sales price, we'll see at the peak of things, the final sales price was going about 104% over the list price, and now as of January 2023, things are going just under 94% of the list price. So how long sellers will be negotiable on concessions and sales price is anybody's guess, but as the market starts to heat up again, we will start to see less and less of this behavior. So things you need to keep in mind when you are buying a house in any market. How long do you plan to hold the house for? If this is going to be your primary residence and you intend to live there for 5 to 10 years, then more than likely you are going to gain appreciation over the years, regardless of what these market fluctuations are doing. Number 2 is resale is not the only option right now. A lot of new construction builders overbuilt during the peak, and now they are trying to get rid of that inventory by offering a lot of builder incentives as well as buy down rates. So you can still have an opportunity to not only purchase a new construction home, but at a lower interest rate. So make sure you are exploring all your options if you plan to purchase in this market. If you're interested in buying or selling in the Houston area and would like assistance, please fill out the form below in the description box and myself or a team member will get back to you very soon. As always, thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time.